Hello, Oscar. Good evening. How are you?
Oh, mister, I'm fine.
Good. Welcome to today's class. Today I decided to continue with our units um, topic, which is canceling, which is negative vocabulary. So we are continuing learning, and as you may know, today we only have 15 minutes to work, and that will be your oral presentation, your oral time. But I also decided to give you guys some activities which I have already given on WhatsApp with pictures. I have enable those activities on the Pearson platform, so you can start working after you are finished with this 15-minute conversation class. If you have any questions, remember you can always ask me on WhatsApp. Okay, so the due date is also on Friday at 9:30 because I have to turn in some grades. Um, for example, if tomorrow I leave more activities, the due date would be the same as today's activities. We know
Okay.
that, yes, we know that our first class was yesterday, so we only had three days to finish a complete unit.
First
That's
unit.
why,
Oh, okay.
yes, because we have to finish a topic every week. We have
Yes.
four topics, so 4 weeks. That so if you think that I am leaving too much activities or that I am going too fast, just bear with me for this first week. I can assure you that next week will be easier and we will have more time to discover and understand, learn the given topic. But for now, let's just get along with the time. Let's continue, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, so talking about the topic, we have, well, can you please tell me if it's clear on your screen?
Okay, yes, I can read.
Good, perfect. Can you please start reading the speaking, blaming, and comforting direction?
Okay, that says, in the video, Talia tells Nick about her mistake with the recording. She says, "How stupid! I can't believe I used an app I'd never even heard of before." She blames herself for the problem with the recording. People often blame themselves or someone else for their problems. Look at the
Okay,
chart. Okay.
listen to the sentence, click on the light bulb icon for more information. So the most important thing the keyword is blame yourself or blame somebody else. This is very usual, especially in the Hispanic culture. I do not know. Well, can you please recall or try to remember a time or a person that always blames somebody else for anything? Do you know a person who blames somebody else for everything? Do you know a
Um.
person?
Yes.
Yes, and what's your perspective? Um, what's your observation about people who always blames other people?
I think that these people maybe isn't happy. Maybe have some or a bunch of problems, or maybe bad days, or maybe their mm, uh, their character is in this form. But I think it's bad for themselves.
That's correct. I agree with you. Do you also remember the last time that you blame yourself for something? Can you please tell me about it? What was the situation? What went wrong? And how you overcame? Remember this word from yesterday? How do you overcome that situation? Go ahead.
Um, your first when someone's do or act in this form to me or with me.
Not a person, but a situation in which you blame yourself. The blame was on you. It was your fault. It was your mistake. It was your error. You made an error, and perhaps you blame yourself for that.
To
So yes,
myself.
yes.
Okay. um, maybe I forget easy the simple things. Maybe when I need to turn off the the fire uh, in the kitchen. I forget that, and when I can remember is because the food is um, out of time, and for this reason maybe I I blame with myself because I in trouble with the people that say or told me that I need to turn off the fire. This is one situation.
Okay, I understand what you said. And why were you distracted? What distracted you? Was it because of some gadgets, meaning laptops, perhaps your cell phone? What was the distraction? Or it's something personal that that you deal with, meaning that you forget. Sometimes you forget to do certain activities. So what's the main problem here?
Um, in the major situations, the problem, as you say, said, the gadgets. I work all the time in the computer, and I think that I have time to do the job. And after this, I think that I could remember to turn off, but uh, I focus on my job or to resolve some algorithms or something like this, and I forget all. And I think that another reason is because simple things like this, my brain, uh, I don't know, I think that my brain put it in a trash box and forget. Uh, this don't happen with important things, but with simple things of the day on day, I forget that. But the primary, or yes, the primary reason is, as you said, um, the gadgets.
Okay, so we know what the problem is, and have you thought about um, some tips in order to perform better, in order to not make the mistakes or the distractions again? Can you tell me 2 or 3 strategies that you think might work?
Oh, one is to set a timer, and with sound, I remember, I can remember. Another
Okay.
is to write on my arm or on my hand, and I can see this visual writing, and I can remember. And the third can be uh, wait, only wait for this for this situation. Only wait and don't do any else.
All right. Well, I suggest that if you follow those tips, I can assure you that you will not forget most of the things. So here we have some vocabulary from the Pearson platform. If you want to blame yourself, for example, number 1, can you read it?
Okay, it's all my fault.
So fault, fault in Spanish. So it's all my fault. That's one way to say it. But American people just only says my fault, my fault. That's all they say. My fault. I've heard that not many people say it's all my fault. That's very formal, but in an informal way to say it is my fault, my fault. Okay. Number 2,
Okay,
please.
I blow it.
I blew it. Yes, this
Blew it.
word, this verb, I know you understand it, is, for example, the wind blows the cloth. So I blew it. Okay, I blew it is another way to say it. Number 3.
Okay, I've made a terrible mistake.
Okay, so that's another way to let other people that you made a mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. Next one.
Okay. I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe it, right? Sometimes we do things that in other situations we would never do it. So next,
I'm so ashamed.
good. I'm so ashamed. Id. This
Shame.
yes, the
Okay.
pronunciation would be ashamed. Id with the ed sound. Id.
Oh,
ID
right.
sound. Okay. I'm so ashamed. Remember? Do you know what ashamed is?
It's like apenado.
Exactly, right. Next one, please.
Okay, I should have been more careful.
Okay, so in the future, be more careful, okay? Be careful. Last one.
How could I have let this happen?
How could I have let this happen? It's something incredible, correct? Good. So that's the main vocabulary for blaming yourself. Now you are familiarized with some phrases to blame yourself, okay? But
Okay.
as we mentioned before, if we take in considerations the tips in order to not make that mistake, we would not we would not we would not try to say these phrases, which is the main idea. We try to do the best. We always try to be the best version of ourselves. So I am sure that in the future you will overcome your obstacles. Well, my dear Oscar, this would be all for your conversation time. Take a few minutes to do the 4 activities that I mentioned before. I appreciate your time, and remember, if you have any questions, just let me know on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, Oscar.
Goodbye, good night.
Good night. Hello, Annie. Welcome. How are you?
Hello, I fine, thanks.
Good. So I must start by saying good evening. Welcome to today's class. Today we are continuing with the Pearson's topic, which as we may remember it's all about blaming somebody. It's about negative words, negative phrases, negative situations, okay?
Okay.
So I've decided to continue with the Pearson's topic because this first week we did not have enough days to work on to work and finish the unit. So that's why I am concentrating on the Pearson's topic. So with that being said, I would like to ask you if you are able to see clearly the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, maybe. And the sound is confused.
The what?
The sound, the sonido.
Okay, the sound is confusing. Okay, can you start reading, please? I will make some changes, but can you start reading this for the moment?
Okay. Where is it, please?
Okay, can you please read this paragraph?
I can see.
You can't see it?
No.
Okay, let me share it once again. If
Okay.
if it continues, then I'll share it on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you confirm if it's clear now?
Yes, maybe. Yes.
Okay, please start reading.
In the video, Talia tells Nick about her mistake with the recording. She says, "Oh, stupid. I can't believe it. I used an app I'd never even heard of before." She blames herself for the problem with the recording. People often blame themselves or someone else for their problems. Look at
Okay, that's enough. Okay, so we have the one of the many phrases that we are going to learn today. It says, "How stupid! I can't believe I used an app I'll never even heard before." So here we
Okay.
are talking about blaming somebody or blaming yourself. Okay, so at the end of the conversation, I am going to ask you to tell me a time when you blame yourself for a situation, something that went wrong, incorrect, how you overcame that situation, and what tips do you recommend yourself in order to not make the same mistakes again. But before, let's take a look at some phrases. For example, here, as you can see, when you blame yourself, you can use all of these phrases. Are they clear? Are you able to read them?
Yes,
Okay, so let's begin. Number one.
it's all my fault.
Okay, it's all my fault. Okay, American people do not usually say it's all my fault. That's very formal. They only say my fault, my fault. Okay, and that's when you make, for example, if you play sports and if you play baseball and you make a mistake, all you have to say to your teammate is my fault. Okay, so
Okay.
in the future you can use that with your colleagues, okay, or with your students. But with your students, I recommend the formal way. Okay, so number two.
I blew it.
I blew it. I blew
I
it.
blew it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what this verb means? To blow the candles, to blow like the wind blows the clothes. So you know the verb, correct?
Okay.
It,
Correct.
it has to do, it deals with air. So I blew it. Okay. Do you understand what it means?
No, this is no.
Okay. So for example, let's say that we were supposed to make a pizza, right? And you forgot
Okay.
to put the tomato sauce. And we put the pizza in the oven, and we both did not know that the tomato sauce was missing, mainly because it was your job, not mine. It was your duty to put the salts. So we take out the pizza, and we both figure out that something went wrong. There, you can say, I blew it.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Number
Yep.
3.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Good. I've made a terrible mistake. That's very easy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so next one.
I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe I did that. That's another easy one, okay? Please finish reading all of them.
Sorry.
Okay, so we were in, I can't believe I did that. Do you have a question with that phrase?
No.
Okay, it's very easy, right? So
Yes.
next one.
What an idiot I am.
Okay, so we understand, but I do not recommend to call yourself that word, because as we all know, as humans, our brain is very perhaps weak. So your brain will process that information, and it will believe what you call it. Okay, so
Okay.
let's not call ourselves negative things. This is just a psychological manner. Next one.
I'm so ashamed.
I'm so ashamed. To be ashamed, to be ashamed of something. I'm pretty sure you remember this verb now.
No.
To be ashamed. Okay, to be ashamed is, for example, whenever you are beside a person that you like, but that other person does not know, so you become shy. You become shy to talk to that person. So, okay.
Yes.
So I'm so ashamed. Why are you ashamed? Because I made a mistake. I blew it. Okay. Next one.
Okay. I should have been more careful.
Okay, to be more careful next time, basically. So the pronunciation would be, I should have, which I would like you to say it faster. I should have. Well, that would be the contractive way, which is better. I should have been. I should have been. Can you repeat that?
Okay.
I should have been.
I should have been.
Good.
Yes.
I should have been. I should have been more careful. I should have been earlier. I should have been perhaps more concentrated. I should have been. Can you help me to complete this one? I should have been what?
Okay. I should have been more careful in my homework, for example.
With my homework. Correct. Last one, please.
How could I have let this happen?
Okay, so this is when something already happened, and you knew that it wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened, right? So this is very redundant, but that's another way to let other people know that you made a mistake. So as I mentioned earlier, can you please tell me about a time that you blame yourself for a situation, for something that went wrong? Explain to me the situation, how you overcame that situation, and perhaps one to to three tips to not make the same error again, the same mistake. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ashman in my school with my meet with my parents. I say I nervous in my meeting with the parents is every year is new persons. I don't know.
So you become ashamed when you have parent meeting, correct?
Yes.
And why is that?
Um, for mm, for ser new persons. I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
have
you
panic scenic.
okay. So you are afraid of meeting new people, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what considerations have you taken in place in order to become um, perhaps a brave teacher who can talk to parents?
I stay relaxed. I drink coffee early of the meeting. I don't know. It's more easy work or task with the children, but it's difficult with the parents for me.
Okay, I am sure that you have become a better teacher throughout your teaching experience, meaning that the first meeting is not the same as a meeting nowadays because you are an experienced teacher. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so as a teacher, I will give you this tip. Try to talk about the grades specifically. Try to have the grades on your laptop. Try to smile. Try to greet the parents and just let them know that the learning experience is always difficult, but it's never impossible. Perhaps that might help you, okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. You have some activities to do on the Pearson platform. You have until Friday at 9:29 p.m., okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mariana Lopez, welcome to today's class. How are you?
Hello, Mister. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today? Good?
I'm
Great.
good. How about you?
Well, I cannot complain. I am having a great day so far. We had a beautiful sunny day in Mexico, which is not, it wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. It was perfect, at least for me. So talking about the Pearson topic, I've mentioned to your classmates that since we had a short week, we must concentrate on the units topic because we have to finish one topic per week. So that's why I made the decision to continue with the topics, with the units topic. As you may remember, this topic deals with negative aspects of human beings. So today we are going to learn about some phrases that you can learn and apply whenever you make a mistake, whenever something went wrong and it was your fault. You have phrases.
Okay.
I would like to ask you if the present PowerPoint presentation, is it clear? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, can you please read the PowerPoint presentation? Wait a minute. Now, that's it. Can you please read it?
Okay, in the video, Talia tells Nick about her mistake with the recording. She says, "How stupid, I can't believe I used an app I never even heard of before." Oh, I can see, I can see the word. I think it's the internet. Hello? Hi.